Endocrine System for 4th semester medical school. Endocrine System. The endocrine system is a network of glands that produce and secrete hormones into the bloodstream. These hormones regulate various body processes, such as metabolism, growth, reproduction, and stress response. This system operates differently from the nervous system, as hormonal signals affect various organs via blood circulation, producing long-term effects. Main endocrine glands and the hormones they produce. Hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a part of the brain that connects the nervous system with the endocrine system. It plays a central role in regulating the pituitary gland and controls hormone release that affects many body processes. Functions. Produces hormones that stimulate or inhibit the release of pituitary hormones. Hormones produced. Thyrotropin-releasing hormone, TRH. Stimulates the release of thyroid hormones from the thyroid gland. Gonadotropin-releasing hormone, GnRH. Stimulates the release of gonadotropins from the anterior pituitary. Corticotropin-releasing hormone, CRH. Stimulates the release of ACTH from the anterior pituitary. Somatostatin. Inhibits the release of growth hormone, GH, and thyroid-stimulating hormone, TSH. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH, and oxytocin, synthesized in the hypothalamus and stored in the posterior pituitary. Pituitary gland, hypophysis, located beneath the brain. The pituitary gland is often referred to as the master gland, because it controls many other endocrine glands. Anterior pituitary, adenohypophysis, growth hormone, GH, stimulates body growth, tissue maintenance, and metabolism. Prolactin, PRL, stimulates milk production in the mammary glands. Thyroid-stimulating hormone, TSH, stimulates the thyroid gland to produce thyroid hormones. Adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, stimulates the adrenal cortex to produce cortisol. Gonadotropins, FSH and LH, regulate ovarian and testicular function, influencing ovulation in women and sperm production in men. Posterior pituitary, neurohypophysis, oxytocin, regulates uterine muscle contractions during labor and milk ejection from the breast. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH, regulates water balance by increasing water reabsorption in the kidneys. Thyroid gland located in the neck. The thyroid gland produces hormones that regulate body metabolism. Hormones produced, thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, T3, regulate metabolic rate, body temperature, and energy processing. Calcitonin helps regulate blood calcium levels by lowering calcium concentrations. Parathyroid glands located behind the thyroid. The parathyroid glands produce hormones that regulate calcium and phosphate levels in the body. Hormones produced: parathyroid hormone, PTH, increases blood calcium levels by stimulating calcium release from bones, enhancing calcium absorption in the kidneys, and stimulating active vitamin D production. Adrenal glands: the adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys and are divided into two parts, the adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. Adrenal cortex, cortisol, regulates the body's response to stress and metabolism of glucose, proteins, and fats. Aldosterone regulates sodium and potassium balance in the kidneys, influencing blood pressure. Androgens, male sex hormones produced in small amounts by the adrenal glands in both men and women. Adrenal medulla, adrenaline, epinephrine, and norepinephrine, noradrenaline, regulate the body's response to stress, increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and blood flow to muscles. Pancreas: the pancreas has a dual function, as both an endocrine and exocrine gland. Hormones produced: insulin, lowers blood glucose by facilitating glucose uptake by cells. Glucagon, increases blood glucose by stimulating the liver to release glucose. Somatostatin, inhibits the secretion of insulin and glucagon. Gonads, ovaries and testes. The gonads are sex glands that produce sex hormones involved in sexual development and reproduction. Ovaries, female. Estrogen, regulates the development of female secondary sexual characteristics, menstrual cycles, and reproductive tissue growth. Progesterone, prepares the uterus for pregnancy and maintains early pregnancy. Testes, male. Testosterone, regulates the development of male sexual characteristics, sperm production, and maintenance of muscle mass and bone density. B. Main functions of the endocrine system: metabolism regulation. Hormones like thyroxine, cortisol, and insulin regulate the body's metabolic rate. Energy processing, and balance between anabolism and catabolism. Growth and development. Growth hormone, GH, regulates physical development and bone and muscle growth. Estrogen and progesterone are involved in female sexual development, while testosterone regulates male sexual development. Reproduction hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, LH, and FSH regulate reproductive processes, including the menstrual cycle in women and sperm production in men. Fluid and electrolyte balance hormones such as aldosterone and ADH regulate sodium, potassium, and water balance in the body, affecting blood pressure and fluid volume. Stress response hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, and norepinephrine regulate the body's response to stress, including energy increase, heart rate increase, and changes in digestive function. C. Endocrine system regulation. The endocrine system is controlled by feedback mechanisms that allow the body to maintain homeostasis. Negative feedback. This mechanism ensures that hormone levels stay within normal ranges. When hormone levels in the blood become too high, negative feedback inhibits further hormone release. For example, excessive thyroid hormone levels decrease the release of TRH and TSH, reducing thyroid hormone production. Positive feedback. This mechanism amplifies a process. One example of positive feedback occurs during childbirth. Oxytocin stimulates uterine contractions, which leads to more oxytocin being released, further strengthening contractions until birth occurs. D. Disorders of the endocrine system. Various disorders can occur when hormone levels are imbalanced, including hypothyroidism, a deficiency in thyroid hormones causing fatigue, weight gain, and lowered body temperature. Hyperthyroidism, excessive thyroid hormone production causing weight loss, anxiety, and increased body temperature. Diabetes mellitus, a disease caused by insulin production or function disturbances, leading to high blood glucose levels. Cushing's syndrome, excessive cortisol production leading to weight gain, high blood pressure, and muscle weakness. Turner and Klinefelter syndromes, genetic disorders affecting the gonads and sex hormone production, causing sexual development and reproductive issues.